what's going on, sir?
Well, glad to be here.
Sir, absolutely. I am live on all of our channels, man. We're on Facebook, we're on Zoom, we are on YouTube, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like you can see my picture. Can you see my video?
I,
You can
I
see
can see
me?
a picture you have up on the screen.
Okay, you can see the PowerPoint, but you can't see my camera. Oh, yeah, there I
I can
am.
see you too.
Okay,
And you also have a retirement guide.
perfect, perfect. Okay. Hey, man, what's going on, man? It's been a minute. How you
I
doing?
know. I know it's just been like so challenging. We got so many things going on at the same time. Um, but the thing I feel greatest is the connection is strong, live and well, uh,
Absolutely.
regardless of all the amazing things we have going on.
Absolutely. And that's the thing that's beautiful about this. We're going to continue to bring out this content and get this information out to the masses. I want to welcome everybody to our
Yeah.
Money Making Monday Matters. This is episode number 11, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
11, number 11. We in double digits, baby.
Wow. Very great.
Yeah, so I'm very excited, man. We got a lot of things going on, a lot of things to talk about as we come to each and every one of you who are listening to us at the first time. My name is Benjamin McCray. I am a licensed insurance professional, a wealth advisor. I have my own insurance agency, brokerage, man, nationwide, helping people understand and realize that you don't have to die to benefit from life insurance. Life insurance is a wealth vehicle that the wealthy have been leveraging for decades. Unfortunately, haven't been taught how to use it as a tool, man. We've been taught to get little policies to put mom and grandmom and or whomever into a grave. But wealthy people, life insurance is one of the first shots of wealth put into families.
Yes.
And my mission, our mission is to let people know about that. So that's what I bring to the table of this amazing collaboration. And if you would, man, JL, introduce yourself, sir.
Sure. Jail Watson, retired banker, worked for some of the largest financial institutions in the country. My most recent assignment before I went independent in 2006 was with Bank of America, where I was vice president on the wealth management team, and my group was working with the private clients group. And when it comes to money, finance, economics, I like to think and believe that I have an extremely high IQ. And actually able with my partnership here with Ben and our other partner Wes, be able to bridge the information gap. Because a
Right.
lot of what I see out here, uh, the one missing component is the access. I believe anybody who's sharp, ambitious, open-minded, forward-thinking, if you give them access to the right information, they can make quality informed decisions and move to the next or the highest levels possible. But it doesn't matter how brilliant you are, how charismatic, how sharp you are. If you don't have access, you just can't get the knowing and the experience. And so that's what I hope to bring is that uh access to high level, I mean, top of the food chain, next level information along, like I said, with my partnership. Because when it comes to finance, Ben says it, a lot of us are late to the party. Or even worse, we never get to the party.
Right.
Or if we do, or if we are invited to the party, it's at the end where you have all the cigarette butts and the chips are all spread all over the table and empty cans and like there's really nothing there.
You're
We
coming
you
to the
missed all
end.
the fun,
You missed all the fun. You're picking
and
up the scraps.
or you're there to clean up the scraps.
Right. Right. Exactly.
So we
Exactly.
want to change
And
that dynamic.
we definitely want to change that dynamic. And one of the great things is what you and Wes bring to the table is that high level knowledge, but articulating it at a level where people can comprehend.
Yes.
And that's what we want. We want you to look at us and say, I know what you're talking about. You're hearing from your brothers, your uncles,
Yeah.
where we can just share with you and uphold, I mean, just really apply to you that it's time to get serious about your money.
Yes.
And we're going to get into that. One of the things we're going to talk about, and Wes is going to make his cameo appearance. I know he's probably working with a client right now, but one of the things, because we're going to set this thing up, one of the ultimate things that I want us to really dig into, and then we're going to talk about getting that cash flow. But one of the things we're going to get into is in regards to conversations that I've been having recently. I just came back from a big convention with the company that we're have a collaboration with, and we were talking about retirement and how a lot of people are in a bad position when it comes to retirement. And then we had one of our partners, and one of the things we were talking about is the fact that people are trying to retire off of fiction or false money, something that's not really there.
Mhm.
And really wanting to educate people on increasing your cash flow to leverage that cash flow to buy God's money, that real money,
Yes.
not money you can fold, but money you can wait. You see what I'm saying? One of the things we were talking about is using that cash to maintain your lifestyle. Have enough in the bank to pay your bills and things of that nature, your standard of living. But anything other than that needs to be leveraged and utilized, and your savings and your security need to be inside of precious metals. And this is where you guys come in and your expertise. Why don't you hit on that? And then I'm gonna come in and talk about how to take that money and find the money and use our system. And then we're gonna come back and talk about the gold and precious metals again, if you will.
Perfect. And this slide that you have up is perfect. When I
But it
see this
would be.
slide, I'm just looking at it. This is
What's
your
going on,
slide.
Wes?
Hey, Wes, how's it going?
How's it going, gentlemen?
Doing great. So I'm just looking at this slide. Look, I have my own, but this is one of yours. And I see at the top it says save now, stop working, and be happy. It's talking about how to save properly. And I can tell you, and I'll give you an example. If you save in a hard asset, a tangible asset, it's going to do so much more for your retirement. You will be happy. You will be able to do things and have more money and be able to convert into cash if you need it. But it's just a phenomenal asset to start acquiring it. And it says it here, it's essential. It's essential in terms of retirement. And it talks about live well on less than you think. And so I'll give you an example. If we go back in history, let's go back to the mid 1960s when we were on a silver standard. That means our currency was backed up by silver. So you can take your cash or you can liquidate it, transfer it to silver. And so if you had 2,000, let's use 1965 as a cost basis. If you had $2,000 in silver certificates or $2,000 in silver bullion, they would be equal in parity. They would equal each other. And with the $2,000, you could buy a Mustang in
Wow.
1965.
Yep.
If you just held on to the silver to 2024, and right now retail's going to be somewhere around $40. Do you know if you chose to, without a financial advisor, without any special gimmicks or tricks, just you had 2,000 ounces of silver in a box somewhere from 1965 to today, that you could not only just buy one Mustang for 40,000, you could buy two for 80,000. So what does that mean? That means your money actually grew over time.
Right.
But with the $2,000 in cash that you had back then, what could you do in 2024? Barely, probably not even cover the taxes on one Mustang. So one
Right.
2,000 lost value over those years. The other 2,000, you can actually buy two of the same thing. You could buy two Mustangs. So that's how you Save now if this was 1965 and stop worrying, and you would be happy today that your $2,000 could get you $80,000 worth of goods and services today.
Absolutely.
So that's
Absolutely.
just one example.
That's a powerful example. Is it tangible? You could visualize that. I love that
Yeah.
example.
And here's the hit. Let's say you only wanted to really buy one Mustang. That means you can liquidate 1,000 of the 2,000, keep 1,000, keep growing, and you still got your Mustang.
Wow.
One transaction, 60 years ago. And that could
That's
be your
major.
lifestyle today. So here's the thing. We missed 1965. What are we doing in 2024?
Right.
Concept doesn't change. We could do the same thing in 10, 20, 30 years from now. We could be in a great and phenomenal position.
And it's even more urgent now to do it than ever.
Correct.
It's even more urgent because the dollar is totally
It's
being
weak.
depleted.
It's weak.
And a lot of major countries and things of that nature are turning their back on the American dollar, which again will lose total value. The value of the American dollar is based on the respect of the country and our army,
Exactly.
and we're losing all of
Yeah.
that.
Because, the thing we have to come to terms with is there's been no great nation that just stayed a great nation forever.
Right?
Nations rise and nations fall.
It's
And
arrogant to think so.
it is arrogant and naive. And one has to say, what will happen if I don't make some changes now?
Right.
And so, to your point, this is a call to like marching orders. Like, we got to get this done. We got to start. We can't delay or put this off. We got to get stuff properly situated now.
Right. Right. The best time to get started on accumulating wealth is now. Well, 20 years ago, the next best time is now. So we're going to talk about that and we're going to get into detail because the ultimate thing now, I think one of the most precedent things, because you can't buy precious metals and move and put yourself in position if you don't have cash flow. And we're going to talk about how to get that. But before I jump into that, I want to give Wes an opportunity, if you want to introduce yourself
Sure.
and expound on what you jumped into there.
One of the things that I wanted to bring up is, and especially with being able to, I guess, if we were to make some kind of colloquialism out of it, shake our pockets to figure out what we have. There's a lot of untapped value, things that people take for granted, things that people don't realize actually have a value that we can actually tap into. Just recently had to deal with a situation where my father, before he passed, was trying to go ahead and gather some money together. And he had some old recording equipment, and he did not go to an appraiser to get this recording equipment appraised. Come to find out, the equipment that he had at the time when he purchased this was like in the 60s and 70s. And these things were like $3,000. It wasn't still 2 or 3,000, but you were able to find people that were still willing to pay like 1,500 for
Right.
this nostalgic equipment.
Right.
And the thing that's untapped about, and the reason why I'm saying, bringing up this term, is that you got to find the audience that's willing to pay for whatever it is that's being offered. So, for example, if we were to use skills, and let's try and convert this into skills. If you're good at doing something that some people struggle with, that person who is struggling is probably willing to exchange with you for the skill that you naturally have, or we call it a
Right.
gift, right? So something that comes easy to you as a gift is a struggle for somebody else. And they will probably be willing to exchange something for, for what you have a gift for. So that being the situation, there are plenty of skills that each one of us has that, if we're not aware of it, will remain untapped. So if you have a skill in, keeping your checkbook balance, somebody else is struggling with that.
Right.
They might need to employ your help. So that might be another way to shake those pockets in order to get some more accumulating your way so that you can use it for the things that you needed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What I mean, skill sets, and this became more and more relevant during the pandemic, where people were forced to stay at home because their jobs didn't want them to come in. They was like, I need to find a way to make money. So they started to learn new skill sets, which is a form of intellectual property where you can't take that away from me. Once I learned a certain skill, then that's me. That's intellectual property that increases your value, which I think is absolutely brilliant. And when you increase your skill set, your value, you now have the ability to create more cash flow. Guys, cash flow is one of the key things because we go from cash, some people go from cash to trash. We're trying to stop people from doing that. We buy cash to go get a freaking Louis Vuitton bag or cash to go buy a vehicle where you drive off the lot, it immediately depreciates in value. Where we want folks to understand the process of taking cash and turning it into an asset that increases in value, that creates cash flow. So now you could go and buy those toys when you're in position. And that's what it's all about. So let's talk about this real quick because I want us to see this is a conversation. And I love your background, man, JL, but you look real dark over there because of that lighting, man.
Oh, sorry.
It's
I just
okay.
love
I'm
the
just pointing
sun.
it out. It's because of the sunlight behind you. I don't know if you
Yeah,
got blinds back there. He wants to see that gazebo back there, which is pretty slick.
yeah.
Well, the gazebo's in the front. I'm in the back, but
Okay.
I just love the sun. I just love,
Yeah. It's all good. I just wanted to point it out. I
Yep.
mean, we know you, we hear you, we see you. Your silhouette, like you look like you a secret agent. You don't want them you don't want the man to see you. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, one of those guys. That's
Yeah,
what I'm gonna change the voice in a second.
he's got a disguised voice. Let me tell
If I
you
could just
about
say
this
one thing more
situation.
about your magazine,
Yes, please.
where
Before we
where it
jump into it, go
says
ahead.
um plus plus, we're talking about growth, wealth. It says plus double your nest egg. How do you do it? They give you the answer right there. We just talked about the
Subliminal.
Mustang. How are you going to double your nest egg? By having real money along with your play money. We have to
Absolutely.
add precious metals to our savings component. And we could do it on a monthly basis, dollar cost average into the precious metals market, kind of like you do into an IRA, a 401k, or any other kind of savings plan. Just a little bit at a time over time just really makes a big difference. And it tells you, you want to live well, you want to double your nest egg, you got to have a real nest egg. A paper nest egg isn't going to do too well for you.
Well, hey, let's jump into this. And this might be too heavy for people, but what are they using as the nest? Shredded up dollar bills. Look at that, man. Subliminal messages.
Uh,
Shredded up dollar bills to hold the gold, baby.
it's never been about the paper. It's never been. That's an illusion.
Right.
And so they don't mind hardworking, everyday people, get as much paper as you want. We want the hard asset.
Right.
And if you want what the wealthy have, then you got to do what the wealthy do.
Absolutely.
And so this
Absolutely.
this is right in your face. They're showing you in your face that the paper is just really insignificant in the whole scheme of things. And I have a slide if we want to dig into it, or I don't know.
We'll pull that up after I go over creating a cash flow with
Yeah,
our collaborations. Because I mean, we this is a conversation, guys, just so you all understand. We used to rush through this to get done within, a 30-minute because we used to come back in the evening. We compressed this thing where we brought you are the bag and money matters together, guys, because hey, we want to just get this content out to you and help you to get this information and hopefully run with it. So let's jump into this, guys. And there's a couple of components I added in that I think is going to help people in terms of creating more money and getting more money. And then we're going to talk about this thing, man, because the ultimate thing is this. See, wealthy people are diligent with their coins. They have conversations when it comes to making more cash flow. They want to make more money, but not make more money to buy more things, but make more money so that they could position themselves to build that wealth to help them to buy the things. They buy assets with cash flow, guys. So one of the things we want to talk about is helping you to get that money back in your pocket by lowering the taxes. 93% of individuals are overpaying on taxes. Lowering your interest rate by improving your credit. Over 87% of the population have bad credit. You're overpaying on premiums, down payments, interest rates because of your credit, your FICO score. And it's not fair, but it is a reality. We're talking money now. So when we're talking money, we talk credit, insurance. Improving your credit lowers your insurance premiums. I'm the insurance guy. This insurance companies check your credit. If you have good credit, your premiums are lower or you get approved. Some people, I had a client who got denied credit, insurance because of her credit. And that was one of the first individuals I've ever had get denied. Well, she wanted a major wealth building policy. Her credit jacked her up. I had to move to another type of policy. And then, of course, investments and fees. We got lazy money that's laying around. Guys, we want to show you how, with our experts, to get this money back into your pockets. But before we do that, and I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but the collaboration we have with a company, MWR, we have the ability to make money on transactions. Y'all know we're in a transactional society, right?
yes.
It's a beautiful thing. So what we've done is we've collaborated with a company, and I'm excited, man. This is Black-owned business, man. With a gentleman where we have what is called Give Bucks. It's an app. It's a free app you can download on your mobile device. I can't even find my phone. And on your mobile device, every transaction that you conduct, you can get paid for. But not only you, but as you share it with people, you get paid for their transactions globally. This is a move. This is a global play. Oh, I got my blur on. You ain't gonna see that. It's a global play, which is exciting. But more importantly, all the major companies merchants, whether it's Lowe's, Home Depot, Amazon. I just saw Amazon trucks drive by 3 times since we've been on this Zoom. I'm going to go to my neighbors and give them my code so that they could download these apps. So when I see them drive by, I say ching, ching, cha-ching. But think about this, guys. We're looking to increase cash flow. Would you all agree? That's what we were
right.
talking about in the beginning. We go from cash to assets. With this, you have the ability to increase cash flow with things we're already doing, not changing our buying habits for free, which is absolutely huge. But then it's a charitable component, which is one of the things I love about this, where you can choose your charity, your nonprofit. I know you guys, I want your wheels are spinning because West, JL, y'all have your own charities. You have your own nonprofits as we set people up in their trust in their home, their own nonprofit. So it could be Cancer Society for whoever, it could be your church, or it could be your charity for your family that you can have get 100%, 1% or whatever of all proceeds that come from this, guys. One of the things Einstein talks about is creating creative financing. If you understand the power of creative financing, you can get more deals, you can open up more money, and we feel like we cracked the code. And this is so powerful, guys. I really want y'all to understand this. We have a program, we call it the 2020 Blueprint. It's the $1 million blueprint. And I truly believe as we dig down into this, in 6 months, we're going to be breaking six-figure earners, seven-figure earners. And I'm going to show you how. And then we're going to talk about how to turn that money into cash. So first thing we do is we find the money. How many of you feel like people don't know? People are struggling living paycheck to paycheck,
Yes.
but yet they find a way to get to Beyonce concerts. I'm gonna just leave that there. Folks find the money, but here's the deal: we're gonna show you how to get free money by simply opening up a bank account. Guys, you have $50 in a traditional bank account, Wells Fargo, Chase Manhattan, whatever it may be. All we want you to do is transfer $1, $50, and open up a bank account, and you're going to get $50 sitting there and get $25 immediately. That's called profits. Understand this. Follow me here. Our mission is to remove all obstacles. We've partnered up and we partner up with them. We're leveraging a bank that's the official bank of the NBA called SoFi. This thing is huge. I've helped 3 people do that this weekend. They saw the main opportunity that we had. It's like, I don't have the investment right now. I said, listen, do you have $50? They said, yes. We want to open up your bank and we're going to get things rocking and rolling because here's the deal. We are the official bank of the NBA, SoFi. Let me show you this quick video and how we're leveraging this.
This isn't a story about basketball. This is a story about money. I've always been driven to get my money right. As a kid, I watched my mom struggle financially, but she always made what we had work. Her sacrifice allowed me to pursue my dreams, to create generational wealth. For her, for my son, and while everyone's path is different, our desire for financial freedom is the same. I'm partnering with SoFi because I believe they're what banking should be. They care about making your money work for your ambitions, just like my mom did for me. Recognize a generational player. Join the official bank of the NBA. SoFi, get your money right.
Man, I love it. Get your money right with SoFi. Guys, think about this, man. First of all, I'm rocking with the Boston Celtics right now. They're looking pretty good. They're coming after the Mavs. So, hey, we're very relevant right now. But what we show people how to do is turn active income into passive income. And this is how it works with SoFi. You set up a SoFi account by simply transferring $50 from your traditional bank over to a SoFi account. And then you earn $25 through SoFi by just opening up a bank account. And then what they do is if you just stop there, you won. You made 25 bucks. But we're talking to folks who have big vision. So from there, you get a referral code where now you have the ability to earn up to $10,000 a year by helping other people set up a SoFi account. Every time someone opens up a SoFi account that you send a referral to, they say they transfer their 50 to open up an account. SoFi is going to directly deposit anywhere from $50 to $100. Right now it's $50. It was $75. It was $100. It goes to 50. It fluctuates. This is a limited time promotion. So I tell people, get it while the money is there. $10,000, let's just say 75, that's 133 people we help open up a SoFi account. But here's what happens. Once we help those individuals to get involved with this amazing company that we're going to talk about that gives you a guaranteed residual income that's willable to leave to your children, you go and set up, right now it's $50 you make, that's 7 people. They set up their account, they get set up inside of the opportunity with MWR, which is what we're about to talk about, and it's game on. You take your first $25 that you're going to earn, you open up your funnel. We got IT who's going to set everything up with the quoting and everything, and it's just $25 a month. And then we work what we call a 20-20-20 play. It's a 20-20-20 play. Watch this, guys. The math is mathing. It's undeniable. You just got to put in the work. Understand, if you just had 15% of the 133, we're still using those 133 people get involved. That's 20 people who say, man, I'm going to take this money, I'm going to join MWR. If those 20 people join MWR inside our comp plan, I'm about to show you that, that's $600 a month that you're going to make in a guaranteed income. No one spent money out of their pocket. You just transfer $50 from one pocket to the next pocket. You get plugged into MWR, you're now making a $600 guaranteed income. And then we duplicate that. Your 20 get their 20. That's 400 people. 20-20, you got 400 people. Now you're making $200 a day, $6,000 a month. That's $73,000 a year in your passive income from a $50 transfer. This can be done in 6 months. You're a 6-figure earner because 480 people is 6 figures. But then we just go to work and put our heads down and help those 400 people transfer, leverage the SoFi system, leverage all that we have, give away free apps. You now have 8,000 people on your team. Duplication, using the funnel, passing it out, letting people know we got a way. 8,000 people inside of our guaranteed income is $3,000 a day, $90,000 a month. You're a cash flowing millionaire. That's $1,095,000 a year. Passive residual income. Undeniable, the math is mathing. See, that's what we do with this company. This is the comp plan, as I just showed you. We get paid $5 to $15,000 a day. I ain't talking about the other money that's involved, $30 to $150 for all those people that came on. You're getting $30 to $150 for each individual that we was talking about, plus $300 a week as they come in 6 in a row. Every 6 months, every 6 partners that join on a weekly basis that's not inside your 2-star organization, you're getting $300. Plus we get the momentum bonuses. Man, this thing is crazy if you really grab this. So your first 20 people, you're making 600. Your next 20, we want to get to that 6 figures, which is around, 400 people. So it's not quite 480. So it falls right there between 300 and 480. So you're now making $6,000 a month, $73,000 a year. And then your next 20, which is 8,000, I said. So you're not at 12,000. You're between 6,000 and 7,000. So you're making $3,000 a day. $90,000 a month, $1,095,000 a year. Come on, baby. You're a millionaire. 20-20-20. What do you want? All the money or some of the money? I can stop it right there. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do, because I was going to go into this little video right here, but it ain't necessary. What exactly do we do, guys? We basically show people.
Welcome to MWR's 72-hour money challenge. The fastest and easiest way to put more of your hard-earned money back in your pockets, instead of giving it away to the government, banks, and big business. Think about it. Regardless of how much money we make, we all have one thing in common: expenses. For most Americans, almost 95% of our income goes to pay taxes, monthly debt payments, and our normal day-to-day bills. But not anymore. Thanks to MWR, you can now have a team of experts, just like the wealthy, that will turn your expenses back into income for you. Here's how it works. Our 72-hour money challenge provides you with exclusive access to a team of financial experts who will reduce your taxes, lower your monthly bills, eliminate your debts, and enhance your credit scores, all at the same time. Our experts do all the work, and we guarantee your success. You heard me right. If we can't put more money back in your pockets every month than what our membership costs, we will give you a full refund. In other words, you can't lose with MWR. This simple, proven, no-risk-to-use system has already helped tens of thousands of our members put hundreds and even thousands of dollars back in their pockets within 72 hours or less, and you could be next. With that said, time is money, and every minute you waste could be costing you money you will never get back. All you need to do is accept this challenge today, let our experts go to work for you, and enjoy having more money to do the things you love. It's that easy.
It's that easy. Here's the thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to fly through these slides, guys, because they pretty much went over what we need to go over. We just share the information with the experts. The experts do all the work. They improve our credit, our debt. They get rid of unnecessary bills. They lower our bills and everything in that nature. But here's the deal: it's $200 to join the business, $149.97 to kit with the membership. So it's a monthly ongoing $149.97. With the SoFi account, you have 7 people. That's 7 times 50. That's $375. That's over $400, almost $400. So the business pays for itself in that regards. And as I share with you, that's the comp plan. I'm trying to get to you got people. And this is the key thing. We have, man, I didn't even go all the way out like that. I had a slide that talked about money matters. Hold on. Well, let's keep it moving. Man, that's what happens when you edit right at the last minute. But this is the thing, guys. Time is money.
Absolutely. Well,
One
time
of
is
the
better than
key
money.
things that we must do is leverage opportunities and systems to get to the bag as fast as possible. Would you all agree?
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what we just share with people, man. I don't know. I've been introduced to so many different types of opportunities, and to make money, it requires money. Anyone who says anything else, run. It's a scam. Straight up. Either you're putting in money or you're putting in time. Either way. With this, we show you how to leverage a system to get your money up quickly. So now you have the ability to access and set the appointments with. I'm gonna pull it up. I gotta find it. I made a whole slide, man. I gotta get to it. Where you have the ability to leverage and access the experts who can basically walk you through this process of transferring that money into assets and having the ability to. Can y'all see that?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, you will in a second. Hold for a second. Where is my button? Where you have the ability to reach out to experts and have grown folk conversations on how to tuck away your money and how to put your money into safe havens, so that you don't have to worry about your money being jeopardized or compromised. You become the bag. And I did my part in talking about the opportunity to build up the cash flow. But these two gentlemen right here, this is where they specialize in helping individuals to truly take that cash and put it in positions where you have your trust and other precious metals and things of that nature. They understand that side of it, that where they're subject matter experts. I want you to really elaborate on that. Run with this the way y'all want to for the next 10 minutes, guys, if you will.
Well, this is actually, I'm glad that we're going this route. When we were talking about that untapped value that people are just not aware of, or they have not focused on. This is exactly where this leads, because you eventually come to the realization that as the slide shows, you are the bag. You are the money. So we're focusing or trying to refocus people's thought processes instead of them chasing the bag. A lot of people use that colloquialism, fairly frequently. Oh, I'm chasing the bag. I'm gonna go out here to chase the bag. And whenever someone would ask me the same question, I tell them I don't chase myself. I'm already everything that I need. So all I got to do is make my offers and set myself in positions and places where, okay, well, now that the value is here, let the exchanges begin. So all I have to do is just collect. And that's exactly what we are trying to help people to realize, is that in all of our situations, there is an ability that we can all tap into to realize our true value when it comes to really any type of transaction. And as long as you understand how you are how you're participating in this game, this interaction, this transaction, then you're going to be able to realize, as we do, you are the bag. So in being the bag, of course, there's a value in the bag. So when you see your true value, you're able to now capitalize on it and leverage it in order to continue to grow the bag or yourself. And that's what we're trying to help people to realize, explain it to them, show them how, and get them into that space that they can actually start using this to grow. It is absolutely essential when it comes to how the economy is working nowadays. It's absolutely essential to how you expect to get from one tax bracket to the next. Well, talking going up. So when it comes to these things, yes, there are some conventional things that we can utilize, but the ultimate in being able to really move the larger chess pieces is a change of mindset to realizing that, hey, I do have an intrinsic value to offer, and let me place that value in the strategic places I need to place it so that I can leverage it in order to grow for myself and my household.
Love it. You are the bag. When you say chasing myself, I look at a dog chasing their own tail. If you really understand, it's a mind shift.
It is.
Folks are really chasing after something that doesn't. They're going after something that doesn't really exist. Something that's being depleted.
Yes.
And oh man, that's huge. I know you want to jump in, JL, and I want to introduce you guys to Larice in a minute. But go ahead, JL.
Yeah, if you can give me sharing abilities.
Oh, absolutely.
Kind of just speak to like showing you in a pragmatic way that we really are the bag. Like money doesn't exist outside of us.
You should have it.
Yes, I do. Give me 1 second. Move you guys out of the way. And it should be popping up momentarily. And just let me know if you can see my screen.
You're wide. Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. So we talk about money strategies, and people have been taught, trained, and conditioned to chase money, or what we would say, chase US currency or paper money, and now digital money. In my opinion, based off all my years of research and studying, that's the lowest level of money. And so most people chase as the highest level. So that means they're out of position because they're chasing something. They're chasing an inferior product. It's just an illusion. It's a paper chase. I'm just going to really, just for the sake of time, focus on number one, because I think number one is the highest, maybe number one and number two. Number one is the highest ideal of what money is. Basically, time, energy, labor, and intellectual property. That's all money is. If we're saying money has value, there has to be ingredients, right? And so the question is, if you don't have any time, how much money can you make? I think most people will agree you can't make any money. You need time. That's a main ingredient. But what if you had time but no energy? I think you can't make money that way because energy is a main ingredient. What if you had time and energy but no ability to labor? Just like when the pandemic hit and everybody was confined to their house for months and months, there was no labor market. And so you couldn't make money. You couldn't make money so much that the government had to start writing checks to people, these stimulus checks, to just give people money because there was no labor market or a very little labor market. But what if I gave your time, energy, and the ability to labor back, but took away your intellectual property, your ability to think, to use your mind, to use your brain, to grasp concepts? How much money can you make? Nothing. So you need all of these elements of intrinsic value. That's what Ben was alluding to in West, to have money, because that's all money is. Now let's compare and contrast with U.S. currency, the thing that people love, that they chase, and they get 2 and 3 jobs. And a man I really respect told me some time ago that if 2 jobs is for 2 people, and you know how many people do we know have 1, 2, and 3 jobs?
Right.
Because they're chasing an illusion. But here's the thing: how much time does U.S. currency have? Quick answer: 0. How much energy does U.S. currency have? 0. How much labor? 0. And intellectual property? 0. It has none of the intrinsic value, none of the great qualities to even be called money, because it's not money. It's basically a medium of exchange. And we get confused between medium of exchange and money, because a medium of exchange, it could be anything. It could be pens, it could be shell, it could be anything. But we're talking about intrinsic value. And basically, the reason you have pens on here, I said I wasn't going to get into all of it, but I have to tie the loop. The reason the pens are here because everybody wants your signature. And the signature is really the money, because it's an extension of you staying. Anytime you sign on a dotted line, that means you put some time, energy, labor, and intellectual property somewhere. That's all it is. And we always talk about precious metals. If I was going to chase money, I'd be chasing a tangible asset, the gold and silver, because it does have intrinsic value. And so we just want to help you guys see what's not easily seen, hear what's not easily heard, so you can do what's not easily done. And that's change your lifestyle, to move from the masses to the minority. I love being a minority. And when I'm talking about minority, I'm not talking about the color of my skin. I'm talking about wealth. I love being in the minority. And we want you to really.
We can leave it at that. But I mean, and here's the thing, because I think we need to clean it up a little bit. We're not pooping on a dollar bill.
No.
Because I tell people, not because there's folks out there who are in that crypto space and they talk mad crap about the dollar bill or whatever. And I'm like, man, if you don't like the dollar bill, just send them to me. Here's my Cash App, because I'm gonna take those dollar bills and I'm gonna buy gold and silver, mainly silver right now. But I'm buying assets.
Yes.
And that's the thing that I want to make sure that people understand. This is not something to say, we value the dollar because we take the dollar, like I said in the beginning, I'm gonna end it the way I started. We utilize the dollar to sustain our livelihood and the lifestyle. We keep a few dollars in the bank to pay the bills and to take care of our travel and things of that nature. But when it comes to saving and building wealth, you don't use dollars to build wealth. You use those, and those dollars are to buy the tools and the gold, the silver, the land, so that now you have the wealth. And that's one key thing. Guys, Maurice Webb is my good friend, my IT guy. Me and him are really driving and running with SoFi. I want Maurice to say hello to our subject matter experts. These are my brothers at arms, because they're armed with weapons of knowledge. I don't know if Larice can open up his mic.
Hi, Larice.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing
How's it
great. How
going?
about yourself?
I'm awesome, man. I'm blessed, man. I'm glad to be able to hear, what I'm saying, all this wisdom and like I said, knowledge as relates to wealth building, generational wealth. Um, being though I have six kids, so I'm all about, generational wealth and
Yes.
we're on this journey together. And like I said, it's just been an honor to listen to you guys, express these different nuggets, that we need.
Very good.
Awesome. Good stuff. You heard that, man? He's a soldier, man. A beautiful queen. They have a family of 6 children, man. That's strong.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And he's a stand-up brother, man. He's putting in the work. He's building business. He works hard, and we're doing some big things together. So I wanted to introduce you to the platform here. He's always listening in. I just wanted to bring you up. All right. But guys, hey, man, we're right at it. We are
Yep.
right at it. Any last minute words? I think you pretty much hit it. Let's just go to work.
Yes.
Again, guys, let me share the slide as we close this thing out. And I want to encourage everyone, go back and schedule an appointment with our subject matter experts. We're going to start having more in-depth conversations and classes that you want to register for. If you want to really, because we're scratching the surface.
Mm-hmm.
We are scratching the surface. I need y'all to really understand that. We got to eventually get down into the depth, but we don't want your ears and eyeballs and everything to start bleeding because you got to ease up that elevator, man. When that oxygen gets so heavy on people. But I remember when I first sat and spoke with these 2 gentlemen before we made a decision to get married in business, my brain was straight hurting when it was all. I was excited, but I was like, you can't give all this all at the same time. People think we're crazy. They'll because they've been lied to all their life.
Mm-hmm. So it makes the truth sound
Lied
radical.
to all their life.
It makes the truth sound radical.
Right.
It does. It
Right.
does. And they'll make us seem like we're radical. Man, those guys they too woke.
Silver and gold. Who would use such a thing?
Right.
Oh.
But yet give it to me.
All this good old paper you got here. What do you need gold for?
Listen, there's so much depth to what we have. And I strongly encourage you to go to watsonwealthsystem.com and get registered and get locked in, see what else we could bring to you guys. And man, it's time to get engaged. But the ultimate thing is getting your cash flow up. Get with whoever share this if they're part of MWR and get locked in so we can show you how to get your cash flow up so we can play in the real game and become that minority. You want to be the minority. You want to be the minority when it comes to income. That top 5, 3, 1%. You want to become the minority where you're moving to places that the majority don't even know about. Secret societies, we don't want to do all that. We ain't going Illuminati, are we?
Just let's go the road less traveled.
The road less traveled is a lot better. and not just you, but giving you this knowledge where you could teach it to your children. We're breaking generational curses.
Yes.
And that's what I'm looking forward to doing. We want to teach, we want to learn this information to the point where they say when your mind is expanded, it can never go back. Where you understand and realize that a dollar is not really a dollar, money is not really truly money. You'll look at it totally different going forward. And that's what we're striving to do, is just stretch your mind financially, intellectually. And that's what I believe we're doing every Monday at 12 noon. This was a great conversation, gentlemen. I thank each and every one of you. If you love what you heard on this platform, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, what have you, like, share, comment, do whatever you need to do. Come back next Monday. Bring more people with you guys. We appreciate you. We love you. Let's go out here and make a difference and break generational curses. Gentlemen, I thank you. Salute.
Yes.
Let's get it. God bless everyone. Take charge.
Got it. See you soon.
See you soon.
Be the bag.